Hi chess friends, welcome to this wonderful game of chess Olympiad in India in Chennai. Here we have Wesley with the white pieces and Hrant Melk'owmyan with black pieces. And here we have simply master class level of chess. So I was on. And we can begin. So open with e4. Melk'owmyan with c6, knight c3, d5, knight f3, bishop g4, pinning this knight, h3, attacking this bishop, bishop capture for f3, queen capture for f3, and e6, consolidating the d5 pawn. Sorry. Okay. We have bishop e2 by and bishop c5, putting pressure on f7, on f2 by Melk'owmyan. We have castle by and knight d7. E capture for d5, c capture for d5, and now rook d1 by with the idea maybe to push in the future d4, open the diagonal for the bishop, bring the rook maybe into the game, knight f6, and now d4 like prevented. Bishop e7 coming back, and now bishop d3 with the idea to put pressure on h7 after maybe a castle of black. Nice idea. We have a castle, and now bishop f4. Wesley continue with the development of his pieces. Now this bishop are really active. Cut the chessboard in this way. We have a knight b8 by Melk'owmyan, and now knight e2, knight c6, and now c3 with the idea to consolidate the defense of the d4 pawn and cutting off the square from the coming of knight in the future. We have rook e8, and now rook e1 by Wesley. g6, blocking the attack of this light square bishop, and now knight g3. Wesley is moving his game, his pieces against the black king, and he has to do some maneuver to do. We have a knight d7 by Melk'owmyan, and here we have rook e3 with the idea maybe to bring the rook into the game, rook e1, and double up the rook here on the e file. Here we have e5, and here Wesley could play something like normal d capture for e5 would be a normal move, the best move recommended by the engine, and here black could continue with some move like this, and here white could push, for example, and after this capture white could come back with the rook. This could be a nice continuation of the game, but here Wesley chose a really brilliant and complicated line, because here we have this wonderful move. Instead d capture 45, we have bishop h6. And now I know what are you thinking. Why this move? It is possible to play this move in this position. Okay, we have to do some consideration. Here black is better, but black has to find a really difficult move to find, and this move is bishop f8. I will explain you everything why bishop f8 is a great move, because here after this bishop is attacked, so you have to capture. After bishop capture for f8, instead of knight capture for f8, you can push with e4 with a double attack for the white queen and for the bishop. And this position here for computer is not so good. Here you have to move the queen, but then we have something like knight capture for, or maybe you can play f5 after queen moves, with this nice sacrifice. You can do a nice sacrifice. We have rook capture here, and the position is better for black. Okay, we have this capture, and there is no compensation for sacrifice. And or another possibility was something like knight capture for or bishop capture. You can play whatever you want. Bishop capture is not good always. Okay, you have some compensation, not so much. Here black is better. So if you are black and here you are able to find this wonderful bishop f8, you are a good player. But here, even if it's a classical game in chess Olympiad, here Melk'owmyan play an human move, and everybody here could play this move, would play this move, because here instead the bishop f8 you have this push with a fork, and here we have actually this move e4. And now Wesley blunder a so easy fork after e5, bishop h6, and now e4 with a double attack on the queen and f3 on the bishop on d3. How can you save the game in this position? If you move the queen, you have to move the queen, you lose the bishop, and you have to take, and this position is completely winning for black. Yeah, this would be a normal move, but I told you, Wesley chose a really complicated line and really difficult to solve, because after this, if we want to try to stop the video, how can you save white from this terrible fork? Here we have an incredible move, because here we have rook capture for e4. What a move. And this position is completely winning for white. And only now, only after pushing e5, e4, Melk'owmyan realized that here he can't capture the rook. Because what happens if he captures the rook? You can try to resolve this position. Here you have a wonderful move of, look at this, queen capture for f7 with a wonderful checkmate in 6. Here king has to capture. If you don't capture, bishop g7 is checkmate, or queen g7 is checkmate. So you have to capture the queen, accept the queen sacrifice, but here follows this beautiful bishop c4. Look at this pair of bishop pair from the hill. King has to come here with this bishop that cut the chessboard, and here you have to do obviously another check, and the knight come here. So knight 44, and there is no square for a king, because this diagonal is control. This diagonal is control. The knight controls this point and this point. Pawn controls the e5 square. What remains, the only square for black king is this. And now here you have to do another sacrifice. You have to push g4 check. And after king capture for e4, you finally can activate your rook. Rook e1, and now you have only one square. You have to come here, king f3, and now you can do some checkmate. For example, this rook is checkmate, rook e3, or you can do with another move like bishop d5, and this is checkmate. What a way to do checkmate with this pair of bishop pair from the hill. Look at this position, really impressive. So what a wonderful way to do checkmate for Wesley. So here you can capture the rook. Melk'owmyan realized only then, I told you, and here decided to play. The position is completely losing, but he decided to continue to play. He played knight f8, but now the position is completely lost after this, because here we have rook f4 with a nice idea to put pressure with queen with the rook to f7 pawn, and now there is no way that black can do. We have f5, but here the best way to continue to crush your opponent is knight capture for f5. What a game of Wesley. G capture for f5, and now rook capture for f5, with the idea to bring the queen into the game with check, some nice attack, put pressure on the d5 pawn, and to have some compensation of the knight sacrifice. Here we have queen d6 to try to bring the queen for the defense of the king and to attack this dark square, this bishop. And now we have queen g4 for check. We have knight g6 with the idea to block this check, and now we have rook capture for d5. And now if you are asking why you can capture this rook here, if you capture this rook like computer suggests, you lose the control of g6 square for the queen, and now you can't resist for the sacrifice, because bishop capture for not sacrifice for this move, bishop capture for g6. Here you can capture because would be checkmate e2 like computer suggests, and really nothing that you can do. You have to cover with something, you have to move the king, but here you have bishop capture for e8, and you can capture the bishop. If you capture the bishop is checkmate. You have to come back with the queen, the only way to stop checkmate, but here white can do simply everything, because there is too much material. After this simplification, after this simplification is simply too much. Okay, can you see this position? Like 4-7 pawns against 3, obviously completely winning for white. So after this knight capture and knight g6 to cover, rook capture for d5 with an attack on the queen, and now queen f6. Here we have g3. The idea of g3 is simple. Here Melk'owmyan tried to play something like h4 to try to change the queen, but with the g3 you cut off the h4 square by the black queen. Here we have bishop f8 to attack, to try to change this bishop, but here we have rook f5, avoiding this capture, attacking the queen, and here you black can do nothing. We have like queen a7, but here follows another move, bishop c4. What a way to activate this bishop. Now this bishop is fully operational on this diagonal. Look at this again, this bishop pair, because here is so beautiful. And now this check, you have to move the king, but after king h8, here we have bishop g5, and in this position Melk'owmyan resigns the game, because here is completely lost. If you move the queen, you can move the queen, for example, here like computer suggests, but follow something like rook f6, and here computer suggests to sacrifice the queen, because if you move queen like this, follow something like rook here, this bishop defends the rook, and after the queen is moved again, you can simply rook capture for h7, king capture for e7, follow queen h5, and after bishop cover, queen comes here, and this is checkmate. Or if you want to move your king here, this is checkmate e1. So what a brilliant game of Wesley, what a combination. We can see another time this moment when you want to play e4 seems a really good move, but here you realize that you have this wonderful move, and rook capture for e4 with the idea of this queen capture for a 7 check with a nice combination of checkmate. Look at this. And what I have to say, this is why I love chess, continues to be so amazing with a nice game. And Wesley, he is really so strong, and amazing really. So I hope this video enjoy you. Like always, remember to subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you everyone for watching my video. I'm really happy to do that, and thank you really much. So see you soon with another video. Bye.